Today on Public Eye News, road construction updates in the Upper Peninsula.
Grant Lukens will have our weather forecast, and Devon will be back with our details on sports. Hi, I'm Samantha Carter.
And I'm Devon Lanier, and this is Public Eye News. The National Weather Service in Marquette has issued a flood advisory for the Sturgeon River area near Chassell Township in Houghton County. Water levels remain slightly above the flood stage of 10 feet with a gauge reading of 10.8 feet according to officials. But that could change over the weekend. The water is expected to recede and fall below flood stage before Monday morning when the advisory will end. Mushers and their sled dog teams are already hitting the trails in Marquette County with the UP 200 Dryland Dash coming over the weekend. With some light snow on the ground, community members brought their pups out for one-dog bike joring and cantercross races on Saturday and Sunday. The races gave dog owners a taste of what official competitions and races feel like, with a chance for participants to win up to $2,000 in prizes that were split among top competitors.
The Michigan Department of Transportation is closing a lane of US 41 in Hancock at the intersection of southbound US 41 and Tezcuco Street. The $374,000 project will repair a storm sewer that was damaged by flooding in the area. The project will begin on Monday, October 22nd, and is expected to be completed by Wednesday, November 7th. And in other construction news, the Heath M. Robinson Memorial Cut Bridge on US 2 in Mackinac County is expected to reopen this Thursday, October 18th. The Michigan Department of Transportation has spent $4.8 million on the bridge's repairs and has detoured traffic from US 2 for the duration of the project. Although the detour will be eliminated, crews still need to clean and coat the bridge so traffic will remain at one lane and alternate directions under a temporary traffic signal.
A young girl reported missing after two adults were found dead in a Wisconsin home could be in danger, authorities say. Barron County Sheriff's officials say deputies responded to a 911 call asking for help at a home in Barron about 1 a.m. Monday. Deputies found the two adults dead and determined 13-year-old Jamie Kloss was missing. She's described as 5 feet tall, 100 pounds, with strawberry blonde hair and green eyes. The sheriff's office has not identified the adults or provided additional details, but authorities are asking for the public's help to locate the girl. And today in Michigan, Governor Rick Snyder thanked the U.S. Coast Guard for approving a no-anchor zone for the Straits of Mackinac. The action builds on measures announced by Snyder in May to add protections and safeguards to Michigan's waters and utility infrastructure in the area. The regulation will go into effect October 31st and prohibits vessels from anchoring or loitering without permission from captain of the port of Sault Ste. Marie or a designated representative. The boundaries include Grey Reef's Passage, the south channel between Bois Blanc Island and Sheboygan, and the waters between Mackinac Island and St. Ignace. Additional safety measures under the agreement include installing cameras, which will be paid for by Enbridge Inc. to support the Coast Guard's new regulation. And coming up after the break, we'll have more for you.
Decision 2018 Michigan U.S. Senate debate is the place for comparing and contrasting incumbent Democrat U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow and Republican challenger John James, answering an hour's worth of questions generated by a panel of Michigan political reporters. Decision 2018 Michigan U.S. Senate debate is where the contenders introduce themselves and state their case to you, the voter.
Monday night at 9 after Antiques Roadshow.
Welcome back. Leaders of North Korea and South Korea are taking further steps towards negotiations and peace. Today, the two countries agreed to embark on a long-term construction project to connect their train systems across the border. South Korea's Unification Ministry, which handles affairs with North Korea, said the rival countries also agreed to host general-level military talks soon to discuss reducing border tensions and setting up a joint military committee. And another royal baby is on the way in Britain. Prince Harry and his American wife, Meghan Markle, are expecting their first child. Gwen Baumgardner is in London with the story.
The baby news broke as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle arrived in Australia for their first overseas tour together.
That's fabulous. We were very pleased. Yeah. We knew it was coming soon.
Kensington Palace announced the baby is due in the spring and said royals are delighted to share the happy news with the public. Shortly after Harry and Meghan got engaged last year, the BBC asked them about having children.
Not currently, no. No, of course, I think, one step at a time, and hopefully we'll start a family in the near future.
Harry, I give you this ring.
Ever since their wedding at Windsor Castle in May, pregnancy rumors have swirled. Some speculated the Duchess was hiding her baby bump last Friday when she and Harry returned to St. George's Chapel to watch Princess Eugenie marry her prince.
The family of 3 will live here on the grounds of Kensington Palace in a 2-bedroom cottage. They'll be across the street from Prince William and Kate, who have 3 children of their own.
They'll just be able to play together and raise their kids and have a wonderful upbringing.
Palace officials say Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, is thrilled with the news and looks forward to welcoming her first grandchild. The baby will be 7th in line to the throne and Queen Elizabeth's 8th great-grandchild. Gwen Baumgardner, CBS News, London.
New cooperative efforts between Turkey and Saudi Arabia have led to probing of both nations into the disappearance of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi, who was allegedly killed and dismembered in Saudi Arabia 2 weeks ago. Turkish crime scene investigators entered the Saudi consulate in Istanbul today, carrying out a warranted search of a diplomatic post considered to be foreign under international law. The Turkey government has alleged that Khashoggi was killed in Saudi Arabia, while the Saudi government claims these allegations are, quote, baseless, unquote. U.S. lawmakers have threatened tough punitive action against the Saudi government if it is found responsible for Khashoggi's disappearance. Germany, France, and Britain have also jointly called for a credible investigation. Proposal 2, what is it and where did the movement begin? Our producer Todd Rose interviewed Katie Fahey from Voters Not Politicians to learn more in part 1 of a 3-part series we are running this week.
Hi, I'm Todd Rose, and today I'm sitting down with Katie Fahey from Voters Not Politicians, and we're going to learn more about one of the many things voters will see on the 2018 ballot, which is Proposal 2. Katie, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So before we get into the proposal itself, can you tell us a little bit more about Voters Not Politicians, how that came about, and more so how your process of becoming involved in Proposal 2 came about?
Yeah, so I am here today because I made a Facebook post. Didn't think I would ever be running a political campaign, wasn't in politics, but it's been really exciting, actually. So in 2016, after the election, I was thinking about Thanksgiving dinner, and I was feeling a little apprehensive, didn't really want to go because there had been a lot of arguing. My family doesn't all vote the same way. But when I was thinking about it, I really heard a couple common messages, even if people aren't voting for the same people. So the whole drain the swamp message from Donald Trump, and then the political revolution from Bernie Sanders and other people, it just seemed like everybody wanted change. Like the politicians in charge aren't really working or listening to we the people. And so to me that meant, we can vote one way, but maybe we could work on something together that actually addresses the whole process of politics or the problem there. And so I made a Facebook post. It said, hey, I want to take on gerrymandering in Michigan. If you want to help, let me know. Smiley face. And then a lot of people started joining on. But what's really funny is at Thanksgiving dinner, my family actually didn't know what gerrymandering was. So it didn't completely work, but now they're involved.
We will continue our interview with Kate Fahey as part 2 on Wednesday's edition of Public Eye News, where we will learn more about the term gerrymandering. And after the break, we'll have your weather and sports. Stay tuned.
On American Experience.
It was almost a mania that sort of swept through the country.
The slogans were simple. Things like better babies and happy families.
By the 20s, eugenics was a household word.
You mean
they're going to stop me from having children ever?
When Adolf Hitler wrote Mein Kampf, he said Germans must emulate what the Americans are doing.
The Eugenics Crusade on American Experience.
Tuesday night at 9 on Public TV 13.
Welcome back to the program. I'm Grant Lukens here with the beautiful Marquette campus behind me. It's a little bit cloudy, but hopefully that'll change in the next few hours. Taking a look at our current conditions, it is partly sunny with a temperature of 40, winds west-northwest at 19, and the barometric pressure at 29.96 and steady. Taking a look at tonight, it is going to remain partly sunny with a low of 33 and winds southwest at 15. Taking a look at tomorrow, it is going to still be partly sunny with a high of 45, west at 16 miles an hour. And taking a look across the UP, it is 37 in Sault Ste. Marie and cloudy, 39 and partly sunny in Manistee. Looking at Escanaba, it is 39 and partly sunny, 38 in Menominee, and on the opposite side of the UP. In Iron Mountain, it is 35 and cloudy, 36 and cloudy in Ironwood, 38 and cloudy in Houghton, and in beautiful Marquette, it is 41 and partly sunny. And taking a look ahead, Wednesday, it is a high of 38, low of 30 and cloudy. Thursday, a high of 56, low of 45 and sunny. And on Friday, it is a high of 52, low of 36, and some showers. Now it's starting to get a little bit cold there, Vaughn, but I hear you've got some good news about our hockey team.
I do. Thank you, Grant. And hopefully the cold weather will make for some good hockey this season. The Northern Michigan Wildcats opened their hockey season on the road against the Michigan State Spartans this past weekend. The Cats took a loss in the series opener Friday night, falling 4-2. Saturday night would bring a different story for the Cats as they would win 4-3. Ada Tovinen, in his 100th start for the Wildcats, made 26 saves Saturday night with a total of 67 for the series. On offense, 4 different players scored for the Cats, including Darian Craighead, whose shot in the third period sealed the Wildcat win. The Wildcats continue on the road next week when they take on St. Cloud State University. Continuing with Wildcat sports, senior Autumn Mosma was selected as GLIAC Player of the Week following an undefeated weekend for the NMU volleyball team. Mosma led the Cats at the Midwest Region Conference crossover with 45 aces, hitting at a clip of .318. Mosma would finish second defensively for the Cats with 28 digs and 7 blocks. The Wildcats return to GLIAC play this weekend when they host Saginaw Valley State on Friday and Lake Superior State on Saturday at the Vanderbilt Arena. Week 6 of the NFL action concludes at historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay tonight as the 2-1 Packers host the 1-4 San Francisco 49ers. Tonight's matchup promises to be a showdown between the team's defensive units. The Packers enter this week ranked first defensively, while the 49ers trail closely behind in the 5th ranking. Offensively, both teams have been lackluster, with the Packers ranked 21st and the 49ers ranked 25th. In their last meeting, the Packers took the win 21-10. Tonight's game gets underway at 8:15 on ESPN. And Sam, I hear you have something of a twisted tale for us.
I do. Police in Maine are looking for the owner of a 50-pound piglet that was caught playing in traffic Saturday evening. Local press state that police were looking for the pig, going door to door in an effort to find the pig's owner. The animal was in good condition other than being tired out from running around all day. But that's all the time we have for you here at Public Eye News. Tune in again tomorrow.
The preceding program was produced in studios located in the Edgar L. Hardin Learning Resources Center by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television.